What's up guys, I'm Chris Keller, and in today's video I'm going to be teaching you one of the most basic fundamentals of soccer, which is how to pass a soccer ball. Now guys, I want to point out before we get started, this video is really aimed at beginners for the sport, okay? So perhaps younger kids or somebody who's never played soccer in their life before. If you've played soccer and you're looking to learn how to do a bicycle kick, you're in the wrong place. So what I've done for you guys is I've divided up how to correctly pass a soccer ball into 3 easy to remember steps. Let's get started. So step number 1 when you're learning how to pass a soccer ball deals with your plant foot, okay? Your plant foot is the foot you put next to the ball before you kick it. All right, so guys, the idea here is we're going to pass a soccer ball. We want to put our plant foot about 6 inches next to the ball. The key is you want to get it directly parallel to where the ball is, okay? So I'll turn to you and show you the same thing. We're going to put our plant foot about 6 inches away from the ball, directly parallel to where the ball is. What you don't want to do here is put your foot too far forward or too far back, because what's going to happen is you're not going to make clean contact with the ball when you go to pass it. It's going to result in a bad pass. So remember, about 6 inches away from the ball, directly parallel, and point that plant foot straight where you want the ball to go. Alright guys, so we got step 1 down. Now we're moving on to step 2, which is where your foot actually makes contact with the ball. So I got a shoe here because I want to show you exactly where you're going to want to make contact with the ball. First of all, when you're passing the soccer ball, you're always going to want to use the inside of your foot, okay? Now on the inside of your foot, the key is to contact the ball right in the middle of your foot, about where the arch of your foot is, okay? You don't want to hit the ball too close with your toe or too close with your heel, because you're not going to make good contact and it's going to be a bad pass. So again, we're looking to use the arch of your foot right around the middle of the inside of your foot. So the other part of step 2 is you want to hit the ball directly in the middle of the ball. So just like your foot, just like the ball, you want to use the middle of both. You're using the middle of your foot to hit the ball right in the middle. Now guys, the reason this is important is because if we hit the ball too high, the ball's not going to go anywhere, right? We're going to get stuck on the ball. And then on the other end of that, if we hit the ball too low, we're going to get under it, and that's not a good pass either. So in step 2, remember, we want to hit the ball with the inside of our foot, using the middle of our foot to make contact with the center of the ball. The most important thing to remember in step 2 is that when you pass the ball, you want to lock your ankle. Now guys, what I mean by lock your ankle is when you go to pass the ball, your ankle should be totally tight. So when you hit that ball, your ankle's not going to move at all, okay? So instead of having a flimsy ankle passing the ball, you want to lock that ankle and don't move it. So now we're moving on to the 3rd and final step when learning how to pass a soccer ball. This step deals with the follow through. So after you make contact with the ball, you just want to totally finish that motion. Alright, now guys, let's totally forget about soccer for a second. If you've ever learned how to shoot a basketball or throw a football, they teach you to totally finish that motion, right? You want to follow through with your arm. Whether you're shooting a basketball, throwing a football, you want to start that motion and finish that motion. It's the same exact concept when passing a soccer ball. When you go to pass a soccer ball, when you make contact with the ball, you want to totally follow through completely with your foot. When you follow through with your foot, you ensure that the ball goes exactly where you want it to go. Now let's do a quick little recap of what we learned today. Step 1, you want to get that plant foot about 6 inches directly parallel to where the ball is. Step 2, when we go to contact the ball, we want to use the inside of our foot. We want to make contact with the center of the ball using the middle of our foot. Step 3, when you make contact with the ball, the key is afterwards you want to totally follow through with that motion. And guys, that's really all there is to it. Remember those 3 steps that we talked about today, and the key is to keep practicing those 3 steps until you've mastered how to pass a soccer ball. Thanks so much for tuning in. Hopefully you guys learned something new, and be sure to check out some of my other videos where I teach you some more basic fundamentals of soccer. Keep practicing, and I'll see you guys next time.